Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So new video today. We've got a lot of stuff happening with this thing, so I'm happy to say that, and yeah, really happy that we're gonna make a bit of progress on this thing. So today I'm doing the coil pack replacement because it's starting to fail and it's starting to run really rough, and yeah, it's just not the greatest. Also going to be doing the intake manifold gasket because I'm not sure if it's leaking, but it's old. It is running a bit rough, so I'm going to replace it anyways, just to be safe, and it'll also help me with a bit more room to get to the coil pack. So that's the two things we're definitely doing today, and that's what this first part of this video is going to be about. If I have enough time and I can actually be bothered to do it today, we will also be replacing valve seals. I'm a little bit iffy about doing that because the valve spring compressor that I've currently got, and okay, I have to redo this part because the neighbor was using a blower vac and it was interfering with my video. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying, the valve spring compressor that I have got it's not the best quality. I thought it would be because it was Toledo, which is apparently a really good brand. They've always been well known, so yeah, I'm really disappointed in how that one turned out. But the little circlip on the top kept flying off and then landing in the engine block, and thankfully I was lucky enough that it didn't go down one of the oil ducts. It only landed in the top, so I could get it out again and stick it back on. So yeah, I'll see how I go, but I'll probably wait until I can buy a new valve spring compressor, something that's a bit better quality. So yeah, but to start off with, I'm gonna do the coil pack and all that, but yeah, I need to do the valve seals because there's a little bit of smoke coming out of the engine when I put my foot down and when it cold starts and when it idles and stuff. So yeah, and my tuner that I've got, who from Sideways Motorsport at Cooper's Plains, said that that's probably what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. And then also some more good news. In about 2 weeks time, I'm finally getting the oil leak fix on this thing. So we'll have an oil leak fix, we'll have an intake manifold gasket done, we'll have coil pack done, we'll have valve seals done, and the car should run like a dream. And then I've also just got to get a Turbo Smart piece that bypasses boost from the map sensor, so I can run over 10 psi without the map sensor putting in a boost cut. So that'll be awesome. So yeah, let's jump straight in. So we've got all our bits here, valve seals, which is a later thing, extra tools there that I had inside that I brought out, workshop manual, gasket for the intake manifold, and this is our coil pack from TI Performance. So TI Performance is where I buy most of my parts from because they specialize in everything Falcon plus more. So yeah, huge shout out to Jason from TI Performance for always supplying me with the best parts. Alrighty, so to start off with, first things first, we're going to remove this intake pipe around here, just so that we have all the access to the bolts. We'll remove the PCV valve and we'll go from there. I'm also going to put my boost gauge on this line instead of the brake booster line because I feel like this will have better vacuum. So yeah. Alrighty, so I've just moved all the vacuum, unbolted the accelerator cable from the valve cover, take a PCV valve off, intake manifold, and all the vacuum lines that are around the back there. So right now we're going to go through, I'm going to undo all the bolts on the side and then try and pull that away, and if that pulls away, that'll be perfect. If not, we'll have to maybe disconnect the fuel rail or something, but we'll see how we go. Alrighty, so all the bolts are out and we've got a little bit of movement in there now. So now I'm just going to try and work out, I think there's one here and there's one at the back to just hold the support above it. So I'm going to have a look at that and then we'll try and just push it out of the way. Alrighty, so that back support bolt is way too hard to focus, way too hard to get to. So I'm going to leave it just like that. I do have enough room to access the coil pack and can also access it from underneath if needed. So I've got all the coil leads off. They're all numbered and they're still plugged into their spark plugs, so I know what they are. So yeah, got all that out. So I'm gonna just replace the gasket from there as is. Hopefully it comes off all right. It feels like it is. So we'll do that and we'll slide the new gasket in and we'll do the coil pack before we do the gasket. So yeah, so I've got everything lined up here. These are all the bolts next to their corresponding points, because obviously some of them are gonna be different lengths. So I just kept them like that, and then obviously I know how the gasket sits, so when I get the old one out, I'll replace it with that new one, and then I'll still have all that stuff. But for now, let's get our coil pack, and we'll unbox it here. There we go. And we'll just have a look at where it bolts in on this one so that we know where every bolt is that holds it in on the other one. Obviously nothing plugs into the bottom, that's why I only plug there, and we should have 4 bolts. Yep, so I'll go through and I'll undo those now, and we'll get that old one out and put this new one in. Alrighty, so after a completely destroyed back and every single angle under the sun, we've got the old coil pack out. Now I've got to look at the plug because it probably still has that old rubber on it. Yeah. The old one and the new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all the same. Cool. So let's get this old worn out one retired and get this brand new one in. Let's go. Alrighty, so that coil pack is now in. So bolted up. I haven't plugged it in yet because I'm going to run all these cords down first, but I'm going to do it better than what I did before. I'm going to have over directly over the top of the motor because I think it'll look a lot better. So yeah, alrighty, coil leads are all plugged back in and everything's plugged in. The coil pack is plugged in as well. So everything coil wise is done. So now we're just going to do that intake manifold gasket and then we'll bolt it all back together. Alrighty, so I've just been following the manual here. This is sort of the tensioning guide. So starting with that bolt and following in numbers. I just got these 10, 11 and 12 to do. Just finished up all those. So just tighten these 2 up and then we can start putting everything back together. Alrighty, so I've just rerun all the vacuum lines to this valve here because I feel like it'll be a better vacuum source than the brake booster at the back. So yeah, we run this and we'll see how that goes. If it all goes well, I'll shorten this vacuum line to the blow-off valve there. So yeah, we're just going to put the intake pipe back on and then we'll start her up and see how it goes. Alrighty, so that's all back together. Ignore that wire, that's just for a gauge that's not connected, and I've got to do that in next oil change. So yeah, all back together, so let's start it up and make sure it all works. Alrighty guys, it seems to be running a lot better now. Just on idle, it's nice and smooth, there's no rev hang, there's no drop off. It's a nice steady idle. I gave it a little bit of a rev up. Sounds pretty good, so I'm just gonna get my partner to move our car and then we'll take it out for a test run. Alrighty guys, so that's all good. I had to put all the vacuum lines back to the rear one because the boost gauge was no longer reading throttle vacuum, it was only reading constant vacuum, so that was no good. But yeah, car runs so much better now, it's so much smoother. There's no rev drop. There's a little bit of rev drop, but that's from the vacuum leak that it has in the dash somewhere. But yeah, it runs so much better now, and yeah, I gotta get a little bypass for that map sensor, and then we should be able to run a lot smoother as well. So yeah, bit of love and TLC for the beast in this video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be another video where I do the valve seals. You know, I'm not going to do it today because I'm tired now. It's already 1:30. So yeah, so if you have any questions about this car or the Mustang or any other cars, just let me know. Any stuff you want to see, comment it in the comments down below, or send me a message on my Instagram at BlazeReadyF, right there. So yeah, yeah, and subscribe, and yeah, appreciate all the support you guys give me. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.